Hi, and welcome to Style by Spirituality, Spiritual Sundays. I'm Madeline, and of course, this is Reno.
Hey guys.
And today, we are going to be talking about the value we put on relationships. And interestingly enough, you're listening to two very single people talking about relationships, but let me tell you, that's not an advertisement, just saying.
It is for me. Just kidding. Just kidding. You better have your mind right if you're trying to date me.
Yes.
Or her.
That's right. That's right.
I love how formal you were when you opened. Today we're talking about. It was good though.
You know what? I feel formal when I sit in these chairs.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's why I get this different Adeline.
For sure. So, relationships. I think.
Why don't you tell our viewers about the call you just got?
No. Okay. So,
you don't have to say who the person is.
Okay.
Just, you know.
So I'll keep it anonymous. So it was so crazy because, and I said after, I was like, universe, what? That was weird. We knew we were going to be talking about relationships, and I get the most random call from somebody who I haven't really talked to in a long time. And we basically had this discussion about the value that she was placing on external validation. So I said to her, why is it so important that this individual did not respond to your proposition? And I guess I found it really interesting because I was like, first of all, been there. Not necessarily to that degree, but I've been there. And I know that is not a fun place to be. Mm-hmm. And I guess it was just such an interesting coincidence that phone call would arrive when
just before we're going to shoot.
Topic. And what was even more fascinating was I was able to say to her, I said to her, and like, this is news to you guys, I'm sure, but I said to her, I'm 26 years old. I've been in one relationship in my entire life, and that relationship has lasted about a month. And it's not because I'm incapable of being in relationships. I love love as much as the next person. I love companionship. But I don't place the utmost importance on it, Mm-hmm. I don't need a relationship.
Exactly.
I would like one.
Yes.
And I would like to meet someone who is ready mm-hmm. to be with me, mm-hmm. And who has a wonderful relationship with themselves. Because, as we know, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I just quoted RuPaul. But for real, though. And, like, for you, I don't know what your story is, or I guess what allows you to be comfortable in your own skin, but I'm very curious.
Well, actually, I'm always constantly getting this question as to why I'm single. Why are you single, Adeline? You're smart, you're gorgeous, all this other stuff. But it's really about, for me, and I know there's a lot of women out there, for me it's really about quality. I've become so good with myself that I want someone who, and it's not even, I would desire somebody, not want. I'm trying to stay away from this idea of want, but I desire somebody who's yes, desire.
I like it.
Someone who is good with himself. Because I've dated a lot. I've been in long relationships, short relationships. I've been in all kinds of relationships.
So
I do know. And one thing I've learned about myself, not about being in the relationship with these particular people, but just about myself, is I'm good by myself. I'm okay when I'm alone. I probably flourish a lot more when I'm alone, mm-hmm. And it's not because I'm afraid of relationships, or at one point I was, mm-hmm. But it's more of a I know who I am, and I would love to meet someone who knows who they are, because there's a lot of messages going out right now, particularly for men, about what a woman should be, yeah. Which is perfect, loves to be in the kitchen, loves to clean a home. And by the way, I am not a kitchen woman. You want me to bring home a paycheck? I will bring home a paycheck. You know what I mean? But I'm not a kitchen woman. I'm not a domesticated woman. I mean, I love to clean, obviously, but that's a therapeutic thing for me.
You love to clean. More than I do.
That's a therapeutic thing for me. But again, it's all about, I have so much, and I've talked to you about this earlier. I have so much love from my friends, from my family, from my nieces, my nephews, you know what I mean? Like
And I wonder if that's what it is, because I think what's great is you and I have cultivated this amazing relationship with ourselves and with the people around us.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we're realizing like the power in that kind of love, and we really appreciate it. Whereas I think, unfortunately, there are messages out there that would have us believe that we are not worthy or valuable just in ourselves, with
if we're
ourselves,
not in a relationship.
if we're not in a relationship.
Yes.
So it's like, you see all these people, and I mean, I don't knock anyone for wanting to get married and have kids and the whole white picket fence and all that. Like, that's great if that's what you really want. But I challenge you to ask yourself if that's what you really want. Because I've had people say to me, Reno, back when I was 25, I had a friend say to me, Reno, you're 25 and you're getting up there, you're going to be 30 soon, and why aren't you thinking about selling? I said, I know how old I am, fool. I know how old I am. And I said, it hadn't crossed my mind. Like, I think I'm good. I think, when I'm ready, I'll be ready.
And when the right person comes.
When the universe has, sends that person, I will be ready for them.
Exactly.
And
it has nothing to do with you at
all.
Exactly. Yeah.
And in all honesty, I think I love this idea that the person who I meet and who I get to share a life with gets this like whole person, because I know that there was a time when I didn't have it all together, and I would act certain ways based on what I thought would appeal to my potential partner. And honestly, I went through some of my old messages from back in the day. This guy and I were, talking back and forth, and I was looking at our messages, and I thought, wow, I thought there was something wrong with him. And I mean, it's a two-way street, but I was like, holy crap, like, that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I was a little crazy. And I actually went up to him later and I said, you know what, I'm really sorry. I said, I just want to own up to my, I want to take responsibility for my end of things and like what I had to do with maybe the demise or whatever. And he goes, oh, you didn't have to say that. And I said, you know what, yeah, I did. Not for you necessarily, but for myself. Because I realized the role that I played in that. You know what I mean?
Of you. That's really
and you got to.
Yeah.
You got to. But that's what I mean, like, let go of this idea of like diving into a relationship and like needing someone to fill a void, and figure out what that void is and how you can.
I have a question for you then. What was one of your voids? I don't believe we only have just one.
No,
void.
we have more than.
What was one of your voids?
You know what it was? One of the big ones was I saw everyone around me starting to like pair off.
Yes.
And people were in and out of relationships, or they were dating a lot and stuff. And not to say that I didn't, because I did. I went on quite a few dates and I've had my fun in my time. But I was seeing everyone else and I was thinking, okay, how come I'm not worth that? How come I'm single and everyone else is pairing off? Like, what's wrong with me? And then I thought about it and I was like, there's nothing wrong with me.
No.
In fact, I'm pretty fucking awesome. and if you can appreciate that, or this is, you know what, Seth Godin, I'm going to quote him. It's not for everyone, he says. It's not for everyone. I love that quote. I am not for everyone. I'm not.
No,
I'm not for everyone. And
just
that's okay.
Just like S by S. Just like me.
Yeah. We're not.
Just like our
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
Exactly. So, I guess, is there anything else that you wanted to add in terms of relationships?
You we basically kind of covered everything, just again, just not, delving into, finding your validation within someone else. And if you are feeling a void, taking a step back and just asking yourself, why do I have this need? And again, we're not saying it's a horrible thing to be in a relationship, because of course we both we would love to be eventually in a relationship. But it's important to understand ourselves, and in this day and age, it's really easy to get caught up in the things that are going on in our world.
You have shows like The Bachelor. I mean, it's a great show. It's entertaining, but what message is it sending? Or here we go. We're
it's
picking up steam
Prince
again.
Charming philosophy.
Being saved. Like the movies, the prince rescues the princess and she lives happily ever after. And I'm thinking, what's wrong with that? How come she doesn't just live happy to begin with?
Why isn't she happy before she meets
Why
him?
does she need to be saved? Maybe she needs some S by S. Maybe she needs some S by S, Maybe she needs to do some soul searching. But really, you guys, it's important to just be aware of where that's coming from. Do you truly desire companionship, or are you seeking validation? Is it that, your external environment is creating this discomfort within you? So you're seeing all your friends married and paired off, and that makes you uncomfortable because you feel like maybe you're not worthy of that, and you're starting to question why you're not worthy of that. And the truth is you are.
Yes.
But, it happens at different times for different people. So just be really aware of the messages that you're paying attention to.
And you're actually not alone. I think that's another fear, and that's another void. That's probably one of my voids. Was one of my voids was I was afraid of being alone. So it's if you're starting to feel lonely, reach out to family, reach out to friends. It's the same type of love. I mean, obviously it's not intimate, but love is love, really.
And I'm going to say something really candid, and I apologize if I offend anyone, but don't be afraid to invest in toys. I don't own any, but I'm just saying, you don't need to invest in toys. Love yourself. It's okay to take care of yourself. The same way you moisturize your body every day and you brush your teeth. Take care of it if you need to. I'm just saying.
And this is why we love Style by Style, right? This is why
we keep it 100.
That's right.
We keep it 100. So anyway, hope you found value in this. Feel free to share any stories in the comments below. Like maybe you're going through something right now where you have some questions for us. Reach out to us and we'll be glad to talk to you. We'll keep it confidential. As you saw, we didn't mention any names. We don't mention names. But yeah. If you're struggling with this right now and you need someone to talk to, shoot us a message, leave a comment. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and get at us, because we love to have a conversation with you guys and see how we can be of service to you, and we also learn from you. So,
exactly. Big time.
Yeah. Give us a shout. Love, peace, and
Harry.
Peace. I feel like it's so contradictory if I'm the one who's like, oh my gosh, these girls are so lucky. This guy's totally gonna save them. And they're gonna live happily ever after. Oh my gosh. It's The Bachelor. Love this show.
Bachelor!
Love this show. Perfect Friday night. These girls are so lucky. Oh my gosh. So cute.
It is. Oh my gosh.
These girls are so lucky. They're going to get saved.
I want to be saved.
This guy's going to come along and he's going to save them. And poof. Lucha Girl, have you heard about that new site? Oh my gosh. Shanae, she found a husband in 1 week. She found a husband.
1 week?
1 week.
Oh shit. I wonder if I can find one in a day.
I know. They're so special. They're so special.
They're all so special.
They're all so special.
You're so special.
You're so special.
Let me just check out one of these dating sites. Ooh, this one will validate me. Ooh, this one can validate me anytime. That one can validate me.